retard, retard, retard.
Class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. And first of all, big thank you to Casper coming in on YouTube with a resub. And he writes, good evening, hope your work hasn't been too tough. I'll talk all about it in this stream. Lots of work to do. But Casper, thank you so much for the 8 months now here on YouTube. Thank you so much, my friend. And Danny coming in right at the beginning of the stream as well with 7 months. And Danny Robot says, good evening, Captain. Hope you're doing well and work hasn't been too crazy. Look forward to many more months as a member. I learned so much. Thank you. Thank you, Danny, for being here. And thank you so much for your support. Hello to Mark. Mark, hope you're doing good. Ai gute wie. And Tremodia, hello. Nice to see you. And Rajano, Grüße nach Hamburg. I hope you're all doing well. So thanks for joining, and let's see who else is coming in. We haven't been streaming lately, or much lately, unfortunately. But yeah, as I told you guys, lots of work to do. Very busy season at the moment. On one hand, you know, I do feel exhausted, and just being home for literally, you know, 1 day at a time and then leaving for 4 or 5 days again. Yeah, it's exhausting. But then again, you know, managing to get many people to their destinations, especially now to their holiday destinations. And so it's always nice to see them, you know, leave the aircraft happy and looking forward to their vacation. Cannon Plug, hey, how are you doing? And Thomas, nice to see you. Hello to you. Good. Yeah, so what I'm going to do today, first flight, actually I didn't change the nightboard yet. So first flight is from Hamburg to Bergen. And then the second flight we're going to do in the US. So we're going to fly from San Diego to Albuquerque on Pilot Edge. And there we've got a new scenery for Albuquerque. Yeah, Mark, unfortunately, Mark, the bot is still dead. So unfortunately, I don't know, Boodle, he seems to be really busy because he hasn't answered my messages yet. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what's going on, but yeah, I just assume he's really busy with life at the moment, so no harm done there. But yeah, we'll see when he contacts us.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thomas, thank you so much as well on YouTube. 7 months now. Thank you so much for your support, Thomas. Looking forward to your stream. I might do some controlling at Copenhagen. Yeah, so today, when I'm back from our next tour, so next Thursday I'll be back. I am planning to do 2 or 3 streams during that time, and then yeah, we'll have some more time, and hopefully be able to come to Copenhagen then. So Thomas, thank you so much for the 7 months, and Andreas, hey, how you doing? And Chain Reactor, good evening to you as well. It's 32 degrees. At the moment, my room says 25.6, so actually it's actually cooled down today. Yeah, not too bad on my roof. Moy, you are the 41 X-ray at Yankee 3. Hang on, let's see. What's that? What call sign is that? Tango Alpha Yankee. At Yankee 3. Where's Yankee? Is that on the other side? You would pay money for 25.6. What? Hey, Kipman, nice to see you. You're stand 5 Alpha. Let me have a look. I guess that's you here, because here in Microsoft it doesn't draw the windmill, the 1 engine out. But yeah. That's 5, isn't it? 5 Bravo, 5 Alpha. Yeah, I guess that's you there. Yeah, welcome. Kipman, nice to see you. And Herr Fred, hi. Yeah, the cargo one. All right. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, so it's not really drawing the colors correctly, I guess, or the livery. So simply because it doesn't have it, I guess. But there we go. Even got some stairs on it. Nice. What have we got here? We've got some more planes here. Nice 737s. So we are on VATSIM, and as you can see, and we're using live time and live weather. Next to the 2-3. All right, that's 2-3.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served.
Hey Runa, nice to see you. And Eternal, thank you as well. Eternal, thank you for your support. Let me see if I can get enough round of applause in here. Bot's not reacting. Let me restart the bot. Oh, there it does. There's a guy. Here we go. It's just a bit late. Big thank you to everyone supporting. Eternal as well to you. 8 months here. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well.
Welcome aboard the Captain
just a bit
Black
stressed
Box
out.
YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin?
Hey Pete,
where
nice to see you.
complimentary drinks,
You're joining in
snacks
the
and premium
736.
flight
Nice.
entertainment will be served.
And Findus, hello to you as well.
Thank you.
Lilo, you're disappointed with Asobo. Yeah, I think I read your text there regarding the latest beta update having issues with DX12. Kind of weird that that's posing so many problems at the moment. Yeah, strange. Yeah, Dendarian, thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Right, so let me see. While we prepare the aircraft, I'll talk a little bit about my couple of... Well, actually, how many days have I worked? I think I've worked like 10 days, and I've just been 1 day at home. So yesterday I came home yesterday afternoon, and just got today off.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
So tomorrow I've got to go back to Frankfurt.
New subscribers, please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and
off to another 4-day rotation.
Served. Thank you.
Hey Holger, and thank you so much, Holger, for joining our community. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for support. Welcome. And we've got Flight Sim Dad on Twitch coming in with Twitch Prime 23 months. Thank you, Flight Sim Dad. Yes, I can put myself to good use. Thanks for everything, Captain. Well, thank you so much for continuing to support, even though I've not been able to stream much lately.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the
oh my God,
first class
Brenold,
where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Brenold also going on Twitch, 61 months. Crazy. Brenold, I'm surprised to see you, but thank you for hopping in quickly. I know you're busy tonight. Brenold, thank you so much for the 61 months here. Incredible. Yeah, like I said, next week I'll be able to stream 2 or 3 times, and then yeah, we can do some more stuff with group flights, etc., etc. Right, so this is the latest experimental version of the fly-by-wire mod. And I have no idea what has been changed lately, but we'll see. You got time to watch until 8 o'clock. Okay, nice, nice. Is Saturday one of the busiest days of flying? Well, I would say...
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class
Thank you so much,
cabin,
everyone.
where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Avenger, thank you so much, coming in with 7 months here on YouTube. Good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so interesting that some people are reporting they have no issues with DX12, the latest beta, and then there's other people that have issues with it. Interesting. Right, regarding busy times, Saturday, I don't think it's so much the well, I mean, obviously weekends will be a bit more stressful than normal weeks, or maybe I would say Monday, Fridays, and Saturdays are usually quite busy. But at the moment, what makes things even more busier is the fact that we have holiday season. So you got people, finally going on holiday, their summer break, and then wanted to just go and travel. I've been asking, well, people have been asking me if if the chaos has become better now. And I can report, yes, in parts it has become better, so things are brightening up. I didn't have any cancellations. The only thing really were delays because of missing ground crew, which came in late, but it didn't have such a big impact anymore that flights were cancelled. It's maybe just a little bit of delay. But I will say this, yesterday, we actually managed to arrive after 3 flights. We actually managed to arrive 3 minutes ahead of schedule. Block time, that's on blocks. So that hasn't happened for ages, and yeah, so that was a nice way to end the 5-day rotation. So yeah, I can definitely report it is getting better. It is still incredibly busy, and the flights are incredibly full, but yeah, it seems to be getting better. Tomorrow I'll be flying to Amsterdam. Not worried about that flight, but the return flight, when I checked, the skipper could be an adventure. Well, I'm not sure. Hey Voyager, moin. I'm not sure if connecting with baggage is a problem, but yeah, I'm hearing horror stories, and I'm hearing people having no issues. So it's a bit down to luck, but still, it should, on average, it should be better. Do you know how you can get max power in Toga? Because I've seen the Toga power is variable in A320. What do you mean, Devansh? Yeah, so here's the thing. So the power setting will depend on the environmental conditions, like outside temperature, pressure, elevation, right, pressure, altitude, etc., etc. So many things go into going into the FADEC, so the Full Authority Digital Engine Control Unit, then adjusting the Toga power setting. So of course it varies. It's not always red line or whatever the max power setting is for takeoff. So that's why you would see the Toga power having different values from time to time. Yeah. How does it feel to fly in real life at the day and your days off? You're flying simulator. Well, Florian, the thing is, I've not streamed the last time I was home simply because I didn't have the power to do so. Now I came back yesterday. Today I've relaxed and I did some sports, and I've got to go tomorrow back to Frankfurt, but I only have to fly on Sunday. So Sunday's early shift. So. Yeah, I don't mind if you like, spending some time flying a simulator. So the passion for aviation is there, right? And even flying simulators. And what I really enjoy is the interaction with you guys here. So that's, I'm not seeing this as me flying a simulator. I'm actually seeing this as live streaming and having the community here watch me and interact with me, right? So that's why I'm now. And I'll be honest. This is the first time I have started the sim today, apart from having checked the sceneries, but I've not flown. I've not touched my flight sim for 2 weeks now. Literally, the last time I streamed was the last time I actually flew here on my PC in the flight sim. So again, it's not me primarily flying simulator here on the PC. It's streaming. It's interacting with you guys. That's the motivation. Hey, Julian, good. And Baby Whale, hey. Yeah, so maybe I'll tell you what I've witnessed. It's crazy in the sense I flew from Frankfurt to Bremen early morning.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black
a couple of
Box
days ago.
YouTube
So last time I went home.
Subscriber experience.
Not yesterday, but
could new subscribers
the time
please
before.
make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served.
Hey,
Thank
Yoda,
you.
nice to see you. Wie geht's? Is there a way to override the FADEC? Not really, no. And the only thing really here in the A320 where you have a little bit of in interaction with the FADEC is the engine N1 mode. So when you have, for example, the IE versions, and also on the overhead panel, there is a maintenance panel where you can. I'm just trying to get to the right. Where you can do certain switchings, but again, you can only switch to the FADEC on when the engines aren't running here. So not really. It's very automatic, and you don't have any buttons really to switch off the FADX, and it's not supposed to be like that anyways. Yeah, Krypton. Hey, nice to see you, Krypton. Wie geht's dir? I'm sure you're busy, right, as well, with all the services that you're doing. And is there a way? Well, surely in the MCDU, of course, Hefred. So I would imagine somewhere in here there will be setting. And Aviator 320, thank you as well to you, my friend Aviator, coming in with 7 months on YouTube as well. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Hey, Geep, nice to see you too. Hello to you. So I'm reading Voyager's doing fine. Yoda is busier for sure as well. But there we have it.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box
Let's go and load
YouTube
the flight
channel
plan.
subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
So where were we? Oh yeah, so it's busy, yes. And oh yeah, I was talking about going to the airport, and my flight left at 6:30, I think, in the morning to Bremen. And I went to the airport I arrived at 4:45 in the morning, and there were huge queues. I'm not joking, huge queues in front of the baggage checking, and then on the A terminal area, the complete security control was completely blocked by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So it seemed to me like they were all there like 3-4 hours before their flight, all worried that they may miss their flight. And so they came in way too early, and then causing those huge lines. Now, if you why is that? Hang on. Hold on. Lol. Don't know why it's loading stuff into the iCloud. Stop it. Hold on. Hope it's not affecting the upload. Yeah, now there's a little trick. So for you guys, if you come to Frankfurt and
Welcome
the A
aboard
terminal,
the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Hey Devansh, thank you so much, Devansh, for your kind comment there. Glad you're enjoying the videos. I'm glad it helps you with everything. EdForce5, first of all, EdForce5, thank you as well on YouTube. Hi Blackbox and chat, good to see you. Hope everything's well and getting well-deserved rest. Well, short rest, but trying to do my best to get some relaxation. And yes, and sports, going cycling for me is relaxation. It really helps me to get the stress levels down. Yeah, so that to me is relaxing. And Yoda coming in as well, 7 months. Thank you, Yoda. Busy, not being on duty. What? Hang on. Right, Yoda. We'll talk in private about that. I can't imagine you're on holiday or something. Can't imagine you not being on work. But thank you, Yoda. Thanks for the 7 months and thanks for all the help. Right, let's go ahead and look here into the flight plan. And so flight time is 1 hour 15, and we're going via runway. It probably is 23 for departure. I don't have any control here, but normally, disregard 33. Disregard. So it's going to be 33 for departure, 23 normally for landing, unless the weather is such that. No, it's only 33 for departure for sure. A huge amount of them first KLM flights, I guess. Well, I don't know. So in Frankfurt, I don't know. Again, it was just so busy. And for those that know the trick, if the A terminal is full, go towards the B terminal. There's also a check-in area there, and a lot of people don't know that. And there's also check-in for baggage there. And if the A terminal security is too busy, try the B terminal security. Because often in the mornings, they are not so busy because there's not many flights going away from the B terminal, but the B terminal is open. And then there's a tunnel which goes from the B terminal to the A terminal. So it's a bit of a walking distance, but it'll be a lot quicker sometimes to go through the B terminal. Little pro tip there. The new Ryzen 7000 reached 5.7 gigahertz. That is insane. Yeah. And hey, Haley Pilot, how you doing? Nice to see you. You fly from Dresden, no lines to be expected there. Yeah, that's true. So Dresden probably is a little bit more relaxed. Hey Frank, how you doing? Yeah, maybe we're right. So this is actually a good tip. Again, if the A terminal is full, try that. Right, Bergen right now, scattered 3,000 town Kunmis, 30 degrees. Wind at 1200 is 290 at 12. Well, that's not a big difference. Nothing to be worried about there. Forecast for later, 4,000 rain. Ugh. Right, so the weather up here up north, not so nice. But there we go. Stavanger, our alternate airport, is also good. Midnight, but that's outside of our arrival time. So yeah, it looks good. That's a stable alternate. Here we got 280 at 8. So runway 33 for sure again, and we got 1017. So all good. We require how much fuel? Yeah, I'm doing well. Just really busy at the moment. Good load there. And we need fuel. Got a bit of extra fuel there. 6.6 is what we want. So let me try to find that fuel. 6.6. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Refueling. Fast refuel time. Payload. Let's load that. So we expect 159 passengers. And we'll do that fast as well. 1018. Oh yeah, so some people have been telling me they have the new 737. Oh, actually, how many of you have the 737? What is it, 600 now from PMDG for Microsoft? Is that music? Lol. Tremonia, hey. So what do you think of it? Does SimBrief and Flyby sync zero fuel weight? Well, yeah, Pat. So you can do that, just like I showed you. Well, actually, no, hang on, zero fuel weight. Hang on, let me just check. I know that it does the. No, you're right. It has a different zero fuel weight. That's a maximum though. Disregard. Oh no, that's a planned 58.9. So you're right. It doesn't really sync up the correct zero fuel weight from the OFP. No, because again, I guess it's just a little bit different average weights for the passengers. Hence the difference. You love the PMG in the Microsoft Flight Sim. It's a game changer like the Phoenix. Oh, nice. Tremonia, that's cool to hear. And Collimator. Nice. Do you have it as well? How do you like it, Collimator? Gonna wait for PMG to release their flight tablet before. Okay, yeah. So the EFB, it's kind of interesting. You know, people have been commenting on that. Like, why is it such a big deal to implement an EFB? I mean, the Fly-by-Wire has it. The Phoenix has it. What's the big deal? I don't quite understand that in the PMG. And people are expecting it. You know, most aircraft these days have an EFB, just like in real life. So that should be a high priority for them, for sure. Yeah, the Mad Dog has an EFB as well, yeah. Even the Salt is going to have it. There we go. Do you still do clean cockpit streams? I would love to see a video like that with the Phoenix, if you have one. You mean like cold and dark? Is that what you mean? Wow, that's really low. Is that true? 28,000 feet. Yeah, it is. It's well, starting at 34,000, but top of climb, then it's 29. That's interesting. So we're departing 33 Echo 9 Golf departure. So let's have a look at the so diff rip. So in the A page, I go just check everything. Let's do that at 19 degrees here. 330 is fine. 0 fuel weight. Now I'm gonna put
radio track Canadian 1813.
Calling completed.
loud and clear.
Likewise.
So 58.9 and 24.5, and the fuel is 6.6. Now I didn't quite finish everything upstairs here yet. Can you remember the lowest tropopause? Yeah, Voyager, I know. When I saw that first time, I was like, what? The lowest tropopause
From the flight deck.
was like 24,000.
The first officer and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Brenold, if the rating, the engine rating is the same with the 600 and 700, then I would imagine the 600 needs less runway for takeoff and landing. Because it is actually, is the 600 smaller? It is, isn't it? I'm not so firm with the 737s at 600 and 700, but is the 600 smaller than the 700? It is, isn't it? Or is it the other way around? I have no idea. Yeah, so the 600 is the shorter one. Okay, so I would definitely imagine that that the 600 then has a lower distance required for takeoff and landing, simply because of that. No, so plane motion, as far as I know, regarding Hanover, there is only one, area. There's no tunnel that you can switch terminals or something like that. Pretty sure about that. So, yeah, so in Hanover, you need to go to the right terminal. Exterior lights are not as bright as they did with the 700. Okay. Do you know, Kolimata, do you know why that is? And Florian, you have a question that might be weird. I always wondered what happens if you pilot flying and you're on chart final below minimums and suddenly you have to sneeze. What happens? Florian, that's a great question. I tell you one thing I had once. Well, I mean, if you have to sneeze, that would be really weird timing. It's never happened to me on short final. But, I mean, the safest way would... If there's anything that impairs the safety of the flight, then you would have to hand over controls. Guys, English, please. Otherwise, we have to delete the message. Yeah, the tropopause is here. So it says here on the Lufthansa flight plan, it says here TP tropopause. On some other formats, it's somewhere up here or in the top part. It all depends on your format that you use. Okay, it's just the way it is. Okay, Kolimata. All right. Yeah. So one thing I've had once, when you sometimes you have one of your eyelashes fall into your eye. Have you ever had that? Or somehow a hair gets into your eye, and it can be really uncomfortable. Hey, developer Josh, how you doing? Or Josh, how you doing? So I've had that happen on final approach, and it was so painful, and it made my eyes. I had to kind of close my eye, and it really started watering. So that's one of the cases I handed over the controls. I just told my first officer, hey, I've got something in my eye. Can you take you have control? And took care of that. Hey Jim, good evening. And Daniko, nice to see you. How are you doing? Right, where are we? We did enter some stuff here. I'm just going to check one wind data. That's going to be, wow, that's a lot of wind up there. Jeez. So I'm looking for the average wind, which is plus 26. That's lucky. That's fortunate. So we're going to have a little bit of tailwind. But looking at the wind, it's from southwest. That's why. Look at that. 220 85, 96. Wow, that's really fortunate. So I am going to enter 220 at 90, something like that. Yeah, that'll do. 220 at 90. 220 at 90, level 330 initially. There we go. Descent, we'll do that later. Yeah. What happens if Madeira, for example, when the FO is not allowed to land? Well, yeah, so afraid. In this case, yeah. We're talking about very unlikely cases here. But yeah, I mean, again, you know, if you can't perform your duties for whatever reason, you know, you're gonna have to hand over control, and it'll surprise the other pilot for sure. But that's just the way it is, right? Icon 9 Golf departure, and from Icon it'll be Mike 852 LC. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, there we go. All the way to Alcy, then Papa 615, all the way to Aalborg, and then Lima 621. Yeah, 621, and then Amzef direct Badab, and Badab to November. And I do expect to be landing in Bergen 290 at 5. So planned is 17. Could be 35 as well. So let's do 35. Small. Oh yeah, Jim. Definitely. There are some airports which are captain's landings only. Let's do that. To Papa. So it's going to be about a to Papa arrival, and let's have a look. Kipman, can you post a flight plan? I can give you the routing for sure. Let me just give you the routing here. Hold on. Do you think the physics in Microsoft is good as better than P3D? Well, P3D is really bad, Devansh. So P3D aerodynamics are, you know, not really that sophisticated. Yeah, welcome, Kidman. So Microsoft Physics is more alive, but yeah, they still have ways to go. It's still not there where it's supposed to be, but it is, I would say, better than P3D. P3D to me feels a bit too stable. Good. Boarding completed. Actually, you can change... Oh, you can change those values as well. That's how you would get... yeah, so in order to get the same SimBrief values, just change that what you have in SimBrief, and that's fine. Good, that's that. Let me get the charts. So from, and we're doing the SID. Icon 9.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber
Daytime,
experience.
please.
Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class
So we
cabin,
have the Icon 9
where
Golf
complimentary
departure.
drinks, snacks and premium
Hey,
flight
the Banji.
entertainment will be served. Thank you.
The Banji, thank you so much as well to you supporting on YouTube. 6 months now. Thank you so much, the Banji. Good evening, Black Box and chat. How are you today? I'm doing good. Just a bit, I would say, a little bit exhausted from all the flying. But all in all, again, the chaos is getting better. It's not perfect by any means, but things are calming down a bit. Although I will say this, yesterday, for example, it was like 35 degrees outside in Frankfurt, air temperature. But when you walked on the apron, it felt like almost 50 degrees. The tarmac is so hot. So if you like measure the temperature on the apron in the sun in about 1 meter height or 2 meter height, I'm sure it will be well above 40 degrees. And I don't know how the loaders, they actually managed to keep that that cool and you know, continue to work in these conditions. It sounds like a UPC room. No, but seriously, it is beastly hot. That is just unbearable almost. 5,000 is the initial climb. We need, so it's an ANAF SID, but it has a conventional part as well. 500 feet, Delta Hotel 250, 210, then 253, 103, and so on. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, Francois, that's the thing. So really, that's the question, right? Who's going to say at a certain temperature they will stop working? All right. So I just can't. I can't imagine that happening. Right. Let me go to star. That was the 2 Papa, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the arrival into Bergen, I remember, where you can get shortcuts. So you've got to be careful. There's the airport, so you can get shortcuts there. Got to be ready for that as well. Yeah, Blanche, right? So Frankfurt City, 38 degrees. And again, you know, if there isn't much wind. So yesterday in Frankfurt, they didn't have much wind either. And yeah, it was unbearably hot. So I don't know how they do that. So the whiskey approach, and we're going to go via, it looks like, is it Godit then? Let me just check. Where was the arrival? There. That's going to be via, yeah, Godit. There we go. Yeah, Pete, I'm with you in a few minutes. Have a good flight. So that should be, that's all
Hamburg
correct.
traffic, Scandinavian 1813, we're gonna push on the TC.
So there we got the arrival. Let's just check the arrival routing there. Oh yeah, it's doing that. Nice. That is actually, I actually didn't expect. Hey Lee, are you still on holiday, Lee, or are you back? That is actually nicely drawn. So let's see how that works in the fly-by-wire now. That looks interesting. Cool. Right, last thing to do is to get the performance data of takeoff. Now I'm just going to use the standard values, to be honest. Init A, Init B, flight plan page, RATNAV. Let's do ALF. And here. Pitch filled out. Flight plan performance. So we'll do a flap. Well, actually, I tell you what, no. Normally, the Neos, they normally give you flap 2 takeoff, which we'll use. We'll use 55 flex. 5,000 transition is fine. It should be NADP 2. We'll check in a minute. No, hang on. Why is that still? Oh, I know why. Okay, sorry. No, I thought I changed that in the Nightbot command. Hang on. Let me just change that in a minute. So on YouTube, it has the correct values. I just forgot to do that on Twitch. Hold on. All right, so that's what we're doing today. Cool. Right, so that's that. We'll do that. 127, 28 to 32, and for Hamburg. Hey, Falco, nice to see you. How you doing? So we've got NADP 2, 1060, 1060, and the engine out is going to be 1600 straight out to 25 miles. 10. You're doing good? That's good to hear. So 1060, 1060. For the trim setting, we'll check that in a minute. Let's just program the engine out path. 33, 331, 25 miles. So, the trim setting. Let's see what we have here. So zero fuel weight is 24.5. Oh, so yeah, 24.5. So oh, I'm surprised because we entered the wind data, so that should be there. Just a bit confused about that. Good. So the takeoff CG. Can we get the takeoff CG somewhere? So that's the takeoff CG. That's 24 point something as well. So pretty much the same, really. So 24 means it's going to be somewhere up 0.5. Let's do that. 0.5. There we go. So Lee, let me see. Oh, nice, Lee. But hang on, Lee, are you back? Yeah, Mark. They normally give flap 2. Didn't I tell you that? Surprised that you didn't hear about that. Good. Everything's finished. Let's go and get the jetway disconnected. So services, jet bridge. Let's close the doors. Cool. So we're planning runway 33. Departure route is the ICA 9 Golf departure. First altitude is 5,000 feet. Departure sector is going to be 2,100 feet. Actually, I think disregard. Where's my sector? Doesn't have it on here. That's a nuisance. Yeah, like 2,100 all the way around. 2,100 the sector altitude. And the extra fuel that we have is... So we got 4.2. The alternate fuel should be... Hold on. It should be 1.3. Yes, now this is a bit optimistic in my opinion. So we have, I think, about 700, 800 kilograms extra fuel, about 20 minutes extra. Good. Hotspots for taxi out, none really. So I'm going to push back. It's a short taxi out. So push back. I'm going to take Bravo 3. And then we've got runway... Well, I've got some hot spots here, I guess. Push back and taxi out. But there we go. Stop margin for the RTO, I have no idea. It's going to be enough. Unfortunately, our performance calculator here doesn't give me stop margin. The engine out is just straight out, 331 degrees, acceleration in 1,600 feet. And we'll climb 2,500 at least to be above the sector. And then radar vectors to be returning runway 23 in Hamburg. I don't have anything non-standard. Threats. Anybody see any threats? Lee is back again, but away in 2 weeks. Nice. SimSmart. Hang on. Hang on, hey, Lilo. Where's that? I do have the connection. Where's that? SimSmart. Hold on. What SimSmart? Right. Oh, we have a lovely checklist here. So we use the normal checklist. So ground preparation or cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins covers removed. Fuel quantity 6,600 grams. Seatbelts on. ATIS. Let's check that. Is a nav. Barbara Ref QNH 1018. And that's the cockpit preparation checklist complete. Hey Marty, good Abend. So let's see, where is that Pete? I think it's Pete departing here. Have a good flight, Pete. Where are the EFB? Okay, so the EFB comes with the add-on. So the flyby wire mod has the EFB. Oh, you're about to taxi. Ah. Completely misunderstood. Ah, that's the one. Ah, there we go. That's a Scandinavian 737. Nice. And the VDGS, that comes with the airport add-on as well, so good. That goes on. We've got everything set. And then we go here. We put 2000 for VATSIM. That goes on. Mode Charlie is on. That looks nice. So let's read the B4 start checklist. Parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds thrust. We've got V1 127, VR 128, V2 132, and flex 55. Windows closed. Check both sides. Closed. Beacon is on. Let's check that. Oops, beacon is on. And that's the before start checklist complete. Next will be after start. Now we do have a pushback feature here, don't we? Pushback. Call tug. Oh, Peter's about ready for takeoff. Did anybody use SimSmart, by the way? Hey, Motosua! Hey, Motosua, I hope you're doing good. Yeah, there's Kitman, nice. And Hamburg traffic, Scandinavian 4844 is pushing back to stand 8 in Hamburg.
And Hamburg traffic, you're doing 7425, correction 84.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Motosua. Big shout out to Motosua, also streaming on Twitch. Thank you much, Yoda, for the shout out. Hey, Fly Lilo, I need to check that again. I completely forgot that, to be honest. Good, so parking brake off. And let's go backwards. Look at that, all pushing back. Nice. Good. Make sure that we've got everything. Why is the external power still connected? Is that still a bug? I think so. Alright, engine 2, start. Super, I'll be doing good. Surprised that I'm on the Microsoft 2020 new streaming tonight. Nice, Tremonia. And again, you hope you're doing good. Right, I need to turn, don't I? Engine 1 start. Greetings to Nigeria. Hope you're doing good. How are you doing? Wow, this look at that mess here. That's four planes pushing back. GG. And Pete is already gone. Pete, like I said, I'm out of here. This is too busy. Kind of a nice slow pushback. Not too bad. Okay, there we go. So kind of increase speed and decrease speed. Now I get it. Clever. Ah, that'll do. So let's remove the text. So set parking brake. Parking brake is set. Disconnect. And then we'll do the after start flows. Flaps 2. That is
Hamburg
neutral.
traffic, wind 8, thank you Victor, taxi to holding point runway 23 via Zulu 1.
So we want to have the trim wheel. I like the trim wheel animation, that's really smooth. There we go. And flight controls, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Taxi checklist. So we want to have anti-ice off. Ecom status checked. Pitch trim is 24.9 or 24.8% set. Rudder trim neutral. That's the after start checklist. Completed. There we go. Nobody in front of me. Cool. Hamburg traffic, Scandinavian 4844 taxiing Bravo 3, runway 33 in Hamburg. How to make Microsoft Flight Sim graphics like real? Well, Mohammed, I guess you can. Actually, no, let's go Bravo 2, Bravo 4 here. That's fine. All right, let's go Bravo 4. Of course, you have different settings, like realism settings. So if you go to Ultra, I guess you would get the more detailed graphics. Right, taxi checklist, flight controls, check, flap setting, config 2, radar predictive wind shear system, on and auto. Engine mode selector, normal, and the ECA memo is takeoff, no blue. Hamburg traffic, Scandinavian 4844 lining up and departing runway 33 in Hamburg. Now we'll do a brake check. Yeah, that's true. You can also use some post graphics process. So like NVIDIA, it's like reshade, but from NVIDIA. Now, but I'm not using that, so. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Bundesliga today, Banji. Is it really? Is it Hamburg, Frankfurt against Munich, isn't it? Whoops, laggy there. Line-up checklist. Takeoff runway 33, Bravo 4, TCAS. Now that needs to go TARA. packs 1 and 2. On. That's the lineup checklist complete. That was complete as well. Good. Done everything. We are ready. And that's the SID. Cool. Let's go. Sight stick. Yeah, the Banji. Keep me posted about the score. Alright, 50%. Nicely balanced. Stick down and take off. Hang on. There we go. Manflex 55. SRS. Auto thrust blue. Thrust set. 100 knots. V1, rotate. Pause, right. Gear up. Enough. That looks nice. Pitch is a bit high. Let's change. Oh, it's still really sensitive in the pitch axes. I thought it changed that. Thrust climb, out blue, auto thrust. Sounds are nice. Hey, pilot SKCX, how you doing? Nice to see you. How are you doing? How's life? Good. We're above F speed, increasing on the speed. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1. On the Neo, is Esther used for? Yes, of course. Yeah. Again, the forward pressure on the stick is to increase the pressure on the nose gear at low airspeed to have more traction for steering. And then once you reach 100 knots, you let go of the forward stick. Got S speed, flap 0, speed is checked, flap 0. Interesting, yeah, we're actually below green dot, so let's do that. So the commanded speed on departure is below green dot, 210 I guess, but nobody's gonna rip our heads off if we go 215 or something like that. Continue climb. There's no control here, so continue climb 330. Disarming the spoilers. Should be on, those off.
Hamburg traffic, wait till 826
Right. Set standard.
departure. Hamburg.
Standard cross check, passing 5.5 now, checked. Reset the chrono. I think Brenold knows this area really well, because he's been flying here in real life. GA. Brenold, I was going to ask you, did you get the transition again through the Hamburg CTR? Or did you have to bypass it? I watched the Women Euro Cup last week. It was kind of cool. Yeah, it was quite exciting to... what a match, right? England against Germany. And I mean, England, well-deserved win. And the good thing was, it was a really spectacular game, so yeah.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Shane Rector, yeah.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks,
They're not that strict,
flight
luckily.
entertainment will be served.
Hey B, how are you doing? Nice to see you. And how's your training going, B? 15 months, yeah. I mean, that's with a little break as well, right? So HB, thank you so much for the 15 months. I know you are still trying hard to get everything sorted out. Who won? I don't remember. I don't remember who won. Right, all smooth. So, RATNAV clear, flight plan, fix info, let's clear that out. That's gone now, and secondary flight plan, we don't have that yet. Cool. 1907, so an hour flight time. We flew around the Hamburg CTR, okay. Oh, nice. And you crossed the Cologne CTR, which is interesting, UPS 747s there. Yeah. So, Brennelt, so again, I talked about my silly idea about getting a 747 rating and then retire at my current company, and then maybe, if the offers are available, maybe to get into cargo flying for a couple of years. But that's just, again, a silly idea. Not sure if that's going to work out, but we'll see. Still on ground school, and actually they let you fly without medical, and it's only on the... Okay, so all the best for the medical beat. Yeah, let me know how it's going. But I'm sure ground school is interesting anyways, right? Oh, everything's so slow in Argentina? I don't know. I guess you can say that's going to be true for many countries. Yeah, we have a saying in Germany, you know, freight doesn't throw up and freight doesn't complain. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. If I was going to the quality would be good. Oh, so Mohammed, okay, so you can always cache certain regions, so download them prior to flying, and then you should be alright. Oh yes, Mark, steak. Oh, lovely. Red wine steak. Oof. Yeah. Right, what else happened? Guys, there's so many things happening. So X-Plane 12 apparently is coming out within the next 30 days. Because I think, what's his name? He was on a convention at the Reno. Is it Reno Air Show? No, it's not Reno. It was Oshkosh. Oshkosh show, wasn't he? And then he made a presentation, and he was asked when X-Plane 12 will be released, and he said like 30 days. That's exciting. Ground school is about half me learning, other half my instructor learning how things are called. And well, there we go. So both busy then. That's always good. So in your experience, how often do you use config 1+F versus 2 for takeoff? Okay, so what I can say is that, for example, the A321neo usually has a flaps 1+F configuration, while the 320neos will usually give you a config 2. Now, we've been told to use the setting that we get through our calculators. You can override that, so you can force the calculator to do a flap 1+F takeoff. But again, it's, you know, you would assume a expensive performance calculator will give you the most efficient takeoff performance. And remember that we have certain, you know, SOP or certain criteria that we go by. So first of all is safety, right? Safety goes above everything. And then we have efficiency, so trying to fly as efficient as possible, use as little fuel as possible, and then you have passenger comfort. So these are 3 criteria we have in that order. And yeah, so if you know, for efficiency, the performance calculator says you should do a flap 2 takeoff, we will do so. Flap 3, I have no idea, Mark. I would assume flap 3 takes into account maybe tire wear. Otherwise, I do not see flap 3 configs being efficient in flight for departures, just saying. And Konto Suk, how are you doing? Danny, hang on. Have you looked into the cargo career a little more? Do you have some plans? No. So, Danny, it's what I say to many people that ask me currently, you know, should they start a career as an airline pilot right now? So there's many people that, of course, you know, feel passionate about aviation and feel very passionate about becoming an airline pilot. What I answer is, at the moment, because of everything that's happening, like the war in Ukraine, like the lockdowns happening still around the world, especially China, about the issues with trade, or the freight being moved around and stuck somewhere. So it's a lot of things happening right now, and the experts kind of, you know, not 100% sure how the economy will fare over the next 12, 24 months. So let's have a scenario where the economy chugs along. It doesn't really tank. So we still have, you know, slow or medium kind of economic growth. In that case, here's my opinion, what will happen. You're going to have the aviation sector still growing strong. Why? 2 reasons. A, travel is still a huge, you know, kind of topic for people. So as long as prices don't go ballistic, you know, and people not being able to afford the ticket prices at some point. So if everything still remains, you know, in a fairly normal state, then the demand for travel will still be huge. Even bigger, and again, that's just my kind of thinking, is cargo. What we're seeing right now is companies making huge losses.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber experience.
Give a shout out to Kitman.
Could new subscribers please make their way
Brennan,
to
I saw your message. Hang on,
cabin,
I'll get to your message,
where
Brennan.
complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
All right, so one pilot crossed the CTR Nervenich, okay, without permission. Oh, ouch, okay. He got a call from the ATC. Well, yeah, Brennell, he could go to the authorities and he might be fined at some point. Normally, you would be told off, and if it's your first kind of, you know, no that you did, then maybe you're not going to be in big trouble, but who knows. Kidman, thank you so much, Kidman, for your 7 months on YouTube. Kidman, thank you so much for your support. I hope you're doing good. So my thinking is this. What we're seeing right now is the companies, so especially high-tech companies, car companies, etc., they are having issues to deliver their products because of missing parts. Normally, those who have been shipped via normal kind of you know, ships, cargo ships, etc., they will have, you know, a certain time frame, but that is just completely unreliable at the moment. While air freight, so air cargo, actually is fairly reliable. It's fast, it's reliable, it's more expensive, no doubt, but it's a calculation, isn't it? So either you... Okay, Brennell, no worries. Same to you. Have a great weekend, Brennell. Thanks for hopping in here. Thank you so much. So, you know, companies will calculate with missing out on revenue because they can't finish their products, compared to having to pay a higher price for air cargo, but still having, you know, more sales that way. And hence my prediction is that air cargo or air freight will definitely be a big thing over the next years. So big growth rates for these companies that are specializing in cargo, air cargo. So Yeah, we'll see how that goes. You know, but again, and those cargo planes will need lots of pilots. So you know, if that comes to fruition, is it fruition? No, fruition. We call it in English. So if that plan, or if that kind of scenario develops, then you know, it's a good time to become a pilot right now. If you have to invest a lot of money, let's say you have to pay 100,000 euros or dollars or something to become a pilot. If you want to play it safe, wait another 12 months. Because if the growth continues right now, it's going to continue for some time. So you know, it's still going to be a good time to get in next year. Agent, do you think right now post-war stage with huge congestion this morning rush hour? It's not it's a logical issue when they are going back to normal. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what you know, what happens next year. Do you think it would have managed to switch to night-oriented cargo life? So yeah, Jane Rector, I don't have an issue with. You know, I even do night flights now as we speak. Right. You know. I have night rotations. I don't have any issues with it, and it's only for limited time. It's only for, let's say, 3 years, and it would only happen if I get a really good offer. Otherwise, I won't do it. Are you the only one that can't wait for the Q400? Mike said, no, Harry, I love the Q400. So, if it's a good add-on. Is it from Majestics? Then I would definitely be very much looking forward to it. Have you seen the A380 pictures? I've seen a couple of pictures. Yeah, it looked very promising. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
Yeah. Okay, it is. Okay, Harry. Well, then definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, absolutely. KLM, it's not a yearly subscription, which if you buy it on stream. Well, I bought it over the Microsoft store, so no, that was just the price. Anybody know on Steam, is that a yearly subscription, or is it just a single price, a one-time price? US authorities are selling cars above the manufacturer's effective retail price at the moment. The demand is still there. Okay, so well, so people, the thing is this: I've heard people ordering a car last year in spring, spring, so 21, and they still haven't received their car. Crazy stuff. Yeah, single price. I would imagine so as well. Yeah. Yeah, regarding sleeping, so really, regarding night-oriented flying, I mean, obviously you're going to have to get used to the fact that you're going to be sleeping on a different schedule, right? You'll be sleeping, you know, during daytime and then working night times. It's not nice, but your body can get used to it. Oh yeah, that would be nice as well. An A300 or A310. Yeah, sure, in MSFS would be nice. But I'm also looking very much forward to X-Plane 12. Especially see how it handles with the aerodynamics. And then the visuals are better as well, so yeah, cool stuff. It's going to get used... well, yeah, so Pilot SK6, what we're seeing at the moment is a huge shift in the supply chain. I think a lot of industries have realized that the concept of having a global kind of orientated, you know, economical mindset has its limits, and it can break down really fast. And when it breaks down, like we're just seeing now because of the pandemic, or even the rising energy costs with the war, it's just offsetting your savings. So anything that people thought they were saving on having outsourced certain you know, areas to countries where you have cheaper labor, they are now facing the fact that actually they're not really saving money at all, So it's hurting them big time. Hence, they are thinking about, you know, taking back their productions to the country that they have their main their main fabrication in. So we're gonna have to. It's gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be done in 1 or 2 years. It's a process over many years, but yeah, it's gonna be changing for sure. How to enable the flight pad? I'm not sure. So Adrian, what do you mean flight pad operating system? What's flight pad OS 3? Is that just a typo, or are passengers easier to handle at night? Well, Avenger, yes, they are, because obviously it's a human kind of normal reaction that at night time you sleep. The iPad. So Harry, no, so this normally, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is, you don't have to anything special to activate this. This is there. Oh. Lol. Did we just have another change in weather here? It looks like it. It's still doing that. It's so weird. It's just suddenly changing the weather, injecting new weather, and it just goes absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's the weather shifts are still really bad. Yeah, so we're doing fly-by-wire on the first flight. The second flight, we'll do the Phoenix. So at the moment, Harry, I'm using the experimental version of the fly-by-wire, and the pitch is way too sensitive. So even though I've dialed it down by 30%, it's still way too sensitive. Which version? Okay, so KLM, the difference in the versions really is the amount of handmade airports you get with each version. That's just me. I don't really think that you should get the more expensive ones because you think the 747 is going to be better, or the 787, whatever aircraft comes with. The aircraft that come with Microsoft Flight Sim, at least the airliners, are not that good. So you're gonna have to get payware add-ons if you really want some more sophisticated airliners like the Phoenix or the PNGs. The fly-by-wire mod here is free. It's a great development by the team, and so this actually has become really nicely usable and enjoyable. So yeah, again, don't buy the more expensive versions because of the aircraft. That's not going to make you happy. If you buy the more expensive versions, so the what's it, deluxe and the whatever the most expensive version is, only because maybe you have some more handcrafted airports there. But yeah, like people says that the base version already has all the functionality. Hey Sim Caesar, nice to see you. How are you doing? Sim Caesar, thanks so much, my friend 43. And Sim Caesar, did you? I'm sure you heard as well, right? X-Plane 12 releasing fairly soon. Apparently, within the next 30 days, if everything goes well, and hopefully not much longer until we get the Challenger 650 with the shared flight there, and maybe the normal shared flight as well. Good times coming up, and so hopefully as well we're gonna be in autumn time, and I'm speculating on, come autumn winter I'll have a bit more free time again. So looking forward to more flights here in the flight sim world. Nice, you're already Stavanger right now, lovely. What a time to be alive. Well, I mean, it's always, you know, there's always exciting phases, and sometimes phases which worry people, obviously. It's... I don't know, Mark, have you heard anything? I don't know. I know that the developer were kind of very optimistic about a release soon, but I have not heard much yet lately. Oh yes, so SU-10 as well. Yeah, you're right. So hopefully, but Lilo, I hope they fix the issues with the X-plane, DX-12, the DX-12, and the performance. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, definitely some exciting stuff coming up. Oh, and here's another interesting kind of development. So we've been seeing it in the US, right? So there's just a huge demand for pilots in the US, and we've heard about the shortfall of, you know, availability of pilots in the US. So airlines have started to realize, at least in the US, that they have to treat their pilots well, and you know, offer attractive conditions. Not just talk about pay, but kind of the work environment. And so they finally is kind of shifting their view about their assets when it comes to pilots. And we're seeing that it's so weird. We're seeing the same right now in Germany. And I give an example.
New subscribers, please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment.
Sim Caesar, thank you so much.
Thank
Gifting a sub to the real beer slayer. Thank you so much, Caesar, again. Thank you. Let me see. Does that work? Yeah, there we go. So big thank you. Yeah, so today I read a piece of news. Condor offered, actually, no, they offered, without negotiations, they offered a 9% pay increase for their flight crews. So without being forced into any negotiations, they just simply, the boss just offered 9% pay increase. And he said that is to acknowledge the huge amount of, you know, work and support for the company that their employees have given them. And so that's an interesting sign to motivate your staff. So contrary to what I've been used to, you know, my company, it's an interesting change in communications. So 9% of like race delivery aircraft. Okay. Also, Condor did a nicely staged coup when Eurowings Discover started out with their A330s. They actually hired a lot of the pilots from so Condor actually grabbed a lot of A330 pilots from Eurowings. So Condor is actually, you know, going a different path regarding you know, treating their staff. Opportunism, yeah. Well, I mean, but still, it's just a way of looking into the future and you know, having a certain strategy. So for Condor, definitely it's paying out. Pilot SK6, so we did the same thing and doubled their day off flying, extended through the end of the year. Day off per pay flying. Okay, yeah. So I would love to tell you what we've been offered, but I can't. That will be I could get in trouble for that. So I'm not going to tell what we've been offered if we go and fly out of a free day. But yeah, you know, the mood is changing. The communications from management are changing, and it just goes to show that over the next, let's say, 12-24 months, we are all seeing a shortage of pilots here in Europe as well. So that's what I'm taking from, you know, from the behavior. Okay, so Avenger got the premium version of Microsoft Flight Sim because of the sale. There we go. That's also a good point. Yeah. Yeah, so Danny, I'm pretty sure that at some point the fly-by-wire modeling, so the aerodynamic modeling, was actually not bad. I did enjoy the fly-by-wire, but at least the experimental version right now, and the pitch axis, it's way too sensitive. Hey Chris, how you doing? Nice to see you, Chris Scott. Welcome. Oh yeah, and Pilot SK6, so another thing I heard regarding US, I heard that they are trying to get a new law where they allow pilots to fly until the age of 67. So, yeah. Again, we discussed this, I think, in the last stream as well, so in my opinion, I would rather see maybe some help from the companies or maybe other states regarding training costs, right? Because in my opinion, you know, 100,000 euros without guarantees is something which will, you know, which will kind of throw off, you know, a lot of people. Hey Mate, why are we? Well, I'm dual streaming, so I'm streaming on YouTube, but I'm also streaming on Twitch. How are you doing, Mate? Buonasera. Oh, I was in Italy a couple of days ago, Mate. Man, I had pizza again. Oh, lovely. Lovely. And some good espresso and cappuccino. Lennart, well, yeah, I hope so too. Again, it's kind of mind-boggling to realize that, for example, the Lufthansa, they are losing, just now they're losing 400 of their most experienced captains, including training captains, and many of them are actually just, you know, 55 years old. They could have been flying for 10 more years, and they're losing them now, and it's just unbelievable. I can't just grasp, you know, how you could do that. Hey Danny, well, Danny, like I said, I'm you know, I'm gonna have a look, see what happens. Yeah, so Chris, the mask, it actually has a technical reason. So they had the issue that with the white painting, they had a lot of issues with the windows. So around the corners, they had what's called delamination. So cockpit window has several layers of material. And because of the temperature differences between the heated window and the cold metal, they had delamination. So the windows, they kind of broke at the edges. And that's expensive. I don't know how much a window costs, including, you know, changing the window, but it must be a lot. So having a black mask, if you like, around the edge here actually reduces the temperature gradient and actually prevents that delamination, or at least reduces it. Hey Matt, you super busy? I need to take oh nice, yeah. Actually, you know what, so Matt, I was in Saronno. I wasn't in Milan itself, so we have our hotel in Saronno. Yeah, if I'm in Milan itself, Mate, I will give you a shout for sure. Ah, I love that. Real Milan local cuisine, lovely. Ah, it's the best. So Google says the windshield on a cockpit of a 737 costs around $26,000. Imagine that. So including the change, the ground time, etc. Hey Blanche, yeah, thanks for googling that. So it is expensive. It does save a lot of money by having just that little mask around the edges there. Saronna's only 25 minutes drive. No, well, like I said, Matt, if I'm in Milan itself, we're downtown, right in the middle. So, wow. Okay, so chain wrecked. Captain Joe made a video on the 747 windshield, and with change comes to it costs 100 and okay. So one thing though, on the 747, the windows there are actually curved. Here they are straight. So having a curved window, like the 747 window, of course, that's going to be a lot more expensive. But I wouldn't be surprised if a cockpit window here costs, let's say, $50,000 with changing. Some crazy for the cost of you guys. The Praetor 500 has a small ladder in the cargo hold, not connected to the frame. It costs $57. Oh my god. Crazy. $57,000 to replace a little ladder. Yeah, car glass. I don't think they do that. So imagine you flying too close to a thunderstorm and you get through a hail kind of shower and you shatter both windows. Imagine the costs just because of that. Danny thought it was less. Like I said, I have no idea. Hey, forward, gute wie geht's dir? How was your holiday? Right, let me just go ahead and put in a direct distance, because I'm sure we're not going to fly the complete transition. We'll make it dependent on the amount of traffic. Now we are landing 3.5. Although, you know, I would love to have to try out the arrival routing, see how the fly-by-wire does that. Oh, yeah, they actually implemented the terrain mode because yeah, they scratched off that EDDH label there, so now it's actually working. That's cool. So BP or B Production says the flight attendant panel and the Airbus, the front one next to the door, that's cost 50-60,000 euros. It's, again, I mean, these stuff in aviation, they do cost a lot. Hey, Brennell, nice to see you again. You're back. Fantastic. Let's put this to below, and yeah, that's new. That's nice. So terrain mode now working. So, was it 3.5? But before we do that, let me get the latest weather. ATSU AOC menu weather request. So let's do that. They Brennell right now, I think they work on YouTube, but not here on Twitch.
Hello, Black Box.
Yeah, so they work on YouTube. I need to see if I switch them back to Twitch, Brennell. I may do that next time I'm back from work. Oh, Tower is online. Thanks for the heads up, Kidman. And ground is... Hey, nice. I'm not sure if that's because of us, because we're flying there. But you're right. We've got ATIS. Nice. ATIS. Arrival. Let's send that off. So that's the METAR, and that's the ATIS. Hey Roblox, how you doing? Oh cool, look at that, it's actually working. So we got information November, ILS Whiskey approach 35, transitional at 80, and let's print that. That's a really nice feature here. There we go. Ah, nice. So you're actually working for the technician or the maintenance. And the SIDS director costs about 100,000. Yeah, man, that's crazy stuff, isn't it? But then again, how much is a A320 these days? 50, 60 million? I mean, that explains a lot, doesn't it? More features soon. Nice. So let's enter those values. So we've got transition level 80, if I remember correctly. 8,000. All right, that's fine. So we've got Taran Kun is 2,600. Scat at 4,000. 8 to temperature 13. Put that in there. And Kinich 1016. Put that in there. And we have wind. Variable 4 knots. Okay. So ILS 35. So variable, always put 0004. Ever tried flying an RP approach with fly-by-wire addons? No. Yeah, so Leonard, I think I want to try it unless they they finally say it's finished. It's a finished product. So yeah, I mean Phoenix obviously it's a payware product. You would expect it to work there. While here the fly-by-wire, they're not quite finished on that yet. So the star is that, and we've got the approach here, and I'm looking for the minimums. Straighting 35, Charlie 370. Oh, that's a good question, Mark. Yeah. So independent MCDUs. Yeah. Kipman, I think Kipman, we also have approach. So I see, actually no, hang on, we have ground, Copenhagen. No, you're right, we don't have approach here. So I think at least, I'm going to try at least a little bit of the arrival routing. Just to try out the VNAV a little bit. See how that works. Just out of the experiment, really. Cool. Minimums are set. Let's do the calculations for the landing distance. So we have a landing distance available of 2,525 meters. And let's go calculator landing. So 310. Actually, fill data from METAR. 330 at 5. Is that correct? Yeah. So temperature 13, 1016. The elevation, according to the chart, is 147. So 147. Runway heading is 350. Now I've got some rain showers, so I'm going to put good. Runway slope, that's interesting. Let's keep that level. Landing distance available 2525. Approach speed. I wish that, hey, Three Lions, how are you doing? I wish they would take that from the FMS. So So approach speed about 130. Albuquerque, it's the latest one on Sim Market. I don't know, have a look please what the manufacturer is. Right, landing weight right now is 33, so let's 63, not 30, so 63. Config full, no. We'll do yes, reverse, autoland, no. And let's calculate that. There we go. So auto brake low is 2,147. That's legal. We still would have about 400 meters buffer. Medium is 1,586. So when I see those values, of course, it has to be legal first of all. And then we'll have a look what makes sense. But we may need to descend very soon. So if I go to let's do taxi airport. There we go. Let's pin that. So runway 35 landing gives you Alpha 4, Alpha 3, Alpha 2. So I would imagine Alpha 4, Alpha 3, that's fine. So I would go with actually auto brake low. Just to save some brake disc usage. Oh, Latin VFR. Okay, so Latin VFR it is then. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the flight. I really... again, as always, happy to be on Pilot Edge. And Albuquerque, fantastic airport to fly into, at least, because of the approaches it has. So it's got some really interesting RMP approaches. Quite a challenge. Good. If we look at the descent, we've got 133 miles, but I would imagine we may have a restriction somewhere along the line. So let's just do this according to FMS. Let's see how the VNAV here works. Oh, nice. So Munich score. Oh, so for those that follow Munich, they'll be happy, and Frankfurt. Sorry, but yeah, there we go. Mac descend out blue 150. Good. Last thing we should do is look at the radio nav page and have a look if there's anything that we can set so that we have some backup indication, and Fox Lima Sierra seems to be a good one.
Deck, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have noticed, we have begun
So we have an ILS DME, but as a backup I'll use Fox Lima Sierra.
Take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Oh no, so hang on. So yeah, so San Diego I bought on Marketplace. Isn't that from Orbix? Okay, so Latin VFR San Diego. Okay, so Albuquerque, again, let me just check. So Albuquerque is made by Tropical Sim. Yeah, Tropical Sim it is. Okay, so for the briefing, we'll use a new briefing concept. So arrival is the Star Barup to Papa arrival via the initial approach fix Gordit, and then we'll fly the ILS approach 35 Whiskey. The MSA is as follows. So we've got a sector around Fox Lima Sierra. To the west it's 3,300, and to the east it'll vary between 5,300 and 5,500 feet. Approach minimum is checked at, just see, 370 feet. And the go round goes as follows. So it says, Yeah, doesn't have miss approach in here. That's weird. So the miss approach is just straight ahead, 350 degrees to Irdaf, and at the holding there, and we climb to 3,000 feet. Extra fuel and time. At the current time, we have about 4 tons of arrival fuel. And that means for 4 tons and a minimum diversion fuel of 2.3. So we have about, well, it says 1.7 tons extra fuel available. So we have enough fuel for a second approach for sure. Yeah, it's experimental, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the weather hopefully allows us to have some nice views. Because, yeah, the region here is beautiful, as always. Right, we're not finished with the briefing just yet. So the guidance for approach is normal ILS flight director, glides to the localizer modes. Landing flap setting is config full.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black
Hey,
Box
Captain
YouTube
Chaos.
channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Big round of applause, Captain Chaos, for the 7 months. I'm sure time is speeding up. Another month has gone. I know, right? Happy Friday to you as well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Captain Chaos, for the 7 months of support.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Hey, Bruno, how you doing?
Could new
How
subscribers
was work?
please make your way to the first class cabin?
And Mark,
where
thank you so much for gifting
complimentary
a sub
drinks,
to
snacks and premium
Tremonia.
Flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark. Yeah, that's the experimental version, exactly. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, again, they did a nice, nice detail. Yeah, very nice. 2-0 already. Hey, Roblox, welcome back. Right, so stop margin. We said about 400 meters stop margin. We use automatic low. We use reverse. Planned exit is somewhere along the lines of Alpha 4 or Alpha 3 right off. I don't see any hot spots for taxiing. There's the main terminal. We'll park there. There's no special operations, non-standard. We don't have anything. Any threats? Apart from terrain to the east, weather is fine. I don't see many threats.
Welcome aboard the Captain
And it
Black
has
Box
peaks.
YouTube
Yeah, it
channel
does.
subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class
Very
cabin
nice.
where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Don't worry about it. All good. Nicative, nice to see you too. Nick, I hope you're enjoying life and I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the 7 months, Nick. Thank you, thank you. Right, good. That was a briefing. So the next frequency will be the Bergen Tower 19.1. That's pre-selected. Quite bright on this side, isn't it? Beautiful. So it's 90 above here, that's fine. And if we look at the arrival chart to check our limitations, we can see that there's just one limitation there, 90 or above, and the rest is just minimums, like 6,500 all the way to, let's see, well, all the way to Ratuk. So Ratuk 220 between 8 and 6.5. So that's the next limitation that we see. And let's see if that's programmed. Yeah, it is. Oh. Yeah, between 8 and 6.5 to 20. All right, let's just continue now with the descender mode. And let's descend to 80. Yeah, Andreas, we'll surely do one of the RNP approaches. Again, it's so interesting to see them. And quite often you get runway 21. But we shall see. Yeah, Tremonia, if you talk about Microsoft Flight Sim, people that are experiencing crashed desktops, it's actually often add-ons that's causing it. So having an add-on kind of add-on linker, if you like, just make sure that you only use those add-ons that you're actually going to use on your flight. May help reduce the crashed desktops. Nice. You can even just dim down the terrain or weather radar display. That's nice. Like it. Yeah, so interesting that we have that that curved approach there programmed. Right, good at 4,000. Actually, just out of experimental reason, let's just put 4,000 here. And let's just let the aircraft fly down. So it's got Alt Magenta 6.5. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice. Like it. Yeah, Nick, normally you would. I mean, yeah. That definitely does save a lot of track miles. And when I see this kind of approach, it reminds me of Istanbul. They have the same kind of concept there. And yeah, quite often you would get a direct. Meaning, you know, you have a lot less track miles. And right now, you would be a bit high in the approach. Because the direct distance to the threshold is only 41 miles. Now that I do find a bit confusing. Why did it switch to 250 and then back to 290? I do not know why that's happening. Right, and it's predicting to be 500 feet high. Let's just check. 20 miles. A little bit more than 20 miles. 6,000 feet, yeah. All right. Yeah, interesting. Switch the descent speed. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Tremonia, I do. I will go back to the FS Labs. I was hoping that maybe at some time we may get the Neo. Oh look, switch back to 50 again. I have a feeling it does that. When it reaches the path, it switches to 250, and when it's above the path, it switches back to 280. Kind of weird. Well, then again, no. Actually, no. Now we're getting 10,000 feet. So yeah, okay. So below 10,000, obviously, it's going to go 250 knots. Right. Let's go switch on that before we forget again. All right. Hey, they've simulated the rumbling of the landing lights. Or is it just me imagining that? Hang on, let me just... Oh, they have! You hear that? Yeah, in the real aircraft, it does happen. You can hear that in the flight deck as well. Lovely. Right. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, Danny, right now, Istanbul, I would expect it to be really busy. Now, Turkish Airlines has also had a huge expansion. And yeah, I mean, no surprise there. Istanbul now, after pandemic, is going to be really busy. And apparently, Turkish Airlines actually are back to full schedule. So they have kind of pre-COVID schedule again. Oh, that'd be nice, yeah. So VNAV version 2, including final approach. Nice. Alrighty, 80 is where I'm going to switch to the local QNH. And that's going to be 1016. Let me see, the latest ATIS says information Oscar. QNH is 1016 and 330 at 5 for the wind. So 330 at 5. There we go. Cool, so set QNH cross-checked, passing 8,100 feet now, checked. Right, now this will be interesting, see how the aircraft handles the track there. Bergen traffic, Scandinavian 4844 is just passing Bravo Romeo 735 for the ILS approach 35 in Bergen. No, auto update? Seriously? What? ATIS? I would need to check that in ATC menu. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Didn't know that. So you can actually have automatic. Right, speed out constraint. Now send out blue down to 4,000 feet. Oh, that's gorgeous. So, let's have a look at the ILS, and the ILS Bravo Golf. Let's check that with the chart. Pin chart. Oh, no, that was the right one. So, pin chart. And we have Bravo Golf. Correct. Cool. Nice. All right, so let's see. It's doing that quite nicely. So let's go direct Gordit, shall we? And from there, we'll start the approach. So 10 miles to Gordit. Approach phase is active. So you have to request the ATIS just once, direct ATIS for it to work. Okay. Yeah, we'll try that next time. You don't? Okay. Ah! It says new ATIS, read again. How cool is that? Oh, so under ATC. Direct ATIS. Oh, and there you set the print to auto, so print automatic. Right, so when the new ATIS comes now, it will print it. Right, so that's no, so it's not there. Okay, cool, nice. Yeah, so nice, gentle descent. And can't see the airport just yet, but look at the scenery. Absolutely gorgeous. Loving it. You have to read the... Okay, hang on. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Oscar. Cool, and then you can print it. Thank you! There we go. So now people know how to do it, including myself. Good. Right, flaps 1, speed is checked. Flaps 1. Oh, and people, so I did order the throttle add-ons. So the flap levers, the D10 zones. So I was contacted by the developer. Yeah, he said I should let him know once I receive them what I think of them. So we'll see. Right, next was going to be 3,000. So I'm going to put 3,000 in here. We've got Alt Magenta 4,000. That's correct. So that's nice. That's doing it really nicely. Alt Constraint, Descent Blue. Well, Nico, it's a lot better. So now we're past that waypoint. It's doing Descent Alt Blue. Yeah, it's a huge improvement there. Nice. Oh, yeah. Man, what a gorgeous approach in here. Good. I'm going to arm the approach mode. So we've got Glassler Blue, Lock Blue, Cat 3 Dual now, Autopilot 1+2. I'll switch on tower. And we'll contact them once we're on the finals. Pete, have you landed yet? Out star. Well, he must have, because he went a lot earlier than us. Look, star. Beautiful. I think that's the runway there. Nice. Experimental, Obi. Here comes flaps 2, speed is checked. Flaps 2. Yep, that's the airport there. Lovely. Wind 9 knots from the left. Bergen Tower, very good evening to you. Scandinavian 4844 is on the final runway 35.
Scandinavian 4844 Bergen Tower, hello. Wind 330 knots, runway 35, good to land.
Runway 35 cleared to land. Thank you very much, Scandinavian 4844. Nice. Thank you for coming online. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Light stop star at 8.8. So yeah, 3,000, 8.8 roundabouts there. So 2,000, yeah, 2.5. We'll check at 7.4. But then again, I mean, what I would normally do here already is I would actually go manual thrust.
2,500.
Oh, is that not working here? Okay. Right, speed managed. Gear down. And let's go flight director off. Bird
Flight
on.
attendants, please prepare for landing.
Flaps 3, speed is checked. Flaps 3. Ah, beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. Flaps 4, speed is checked. Flaps 4. We'll arm the spoilers. Oh, that's so lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, let's do that. Oh, we didn't read the approach checklist. God. So I've been talking so much. So approach checklist. Barrow ref. QNH 1016. Seatbelts on. Minimum 370 feet. Auto brake is low. It says that here. Engine mode selector is normal. And that's the approach checklist complete. Next up is the landing checklist. Ikamemo. Landing, no blue. Landing checklist completed. Clear to land. 3-0, my god. 3-0 for Bayer. No, they're really...
1,000.
1,000 checked. Get back on localizer here. Done everything. Oh, that is just so lovely. Man, I need to see if I can actually fly here in real life. I know we have it on the schedule. Oh, that's just brilliant. Yeah, so the pitch axis is actually still really sensitive. Yeah, you need to be really careful with this. Just really small inputs.
$500. 100 above. 400.
That's beautiful.
300. 300. Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Tower, good evening. Wait,
I'm trying to be really careful with the pitch.
100.
Oh god, it's so...
50.
Windmill,
40.
Yankee
30.
Victor, Western Tower, have
20.
continue parachute, the number 1.
10.
Come on.
5.
Right, it's a bit weird, I have to admit. Right, got spoilers, brake low, decel, and reverse green. 17 knots, manual brakes, auto brake is off, checked. It is experimental, yeah. Is it really? Obi, that's your hometown. Lovely. Man, you live in a lovely place. Well, Falco, again, the pitch is just so sensitive at the moment. I'm not sure when they'll fix it, but at the moment, definitely a little bit too sensitive. Right, this is a freeware add-on, actually.
Windmill 8, Yankee Victor, wind 3305 knots, runway 35, land. F4844, book to first and contact ground 1219.
121.9, thank you very much going online, Scandi 4844, thank you. 1219.
Nordic 601, Flesland grounded out, clear to Gardermoen, go up to Delta departure. Initial climb 6,000 feet, walk 2720.
So we've got to read the after landings in a minute as well. Hold on.
Delta Gardermoen, go up to Charlotte departure. Initial 6,000 feet, squawk 2720. Nordic
So
601.
Bravo.
Nordic 601,
Right, that's
active, go up
Yankee.
to Delta departure, runway 35.
Go up to Delta departure, runway 35, Nordic 601.
Nordic 601, read back correct.
Ground good evening from Scandinavian 4844, just vacated.
Skyline wind 4844, flight line ground, good evening. Taxi via Yankee and Foxtrot, stand 25.
Yankee Foxtrot, stand 25, Scandi 4844, thank you. Right, there we go. So Yankee apparently is the second one, according to the ground layout. Let's just check, make sure that we don't go taxi wrong way. No, that's the first one here. It's kind of weird. On the ground, actually that's going opposite, so coming from this way. Right, so let's continue with the items. So that's disarmed. TCAS off. Strobes off. Start the APU. Flaps already retracted. Yankee Foxtrot. So after landing checklist, it's a very short checklist. Radar, predict the wind shear system. Yeah, so that's normally done by the first officer. Ears off. Wow, that really goes uphill here. Look at that. Steep slope. After land checklist complete. It's nice here, but raining 250 days in a year. Right, we've got Kipman coming in to land. Nice timing, Kipman. And we've got given stand 25. Oh, you mean roundabouts like this? Yeah, that's a bit strange. Right, I'm just going to slow down a bit here. So, Kipman, let's have a look. Here he comes. 4-0, jeez, right. There he is. Looked like a nice, nice landing. Looked like a greaser. Nice one. So, that's not quite it. That's going to be Delta. So we've got to go a bit more. We need a bit of power here. Jeez. Come on. Oh, the roundabouts are for the helicopters. That's an interesting piece of information. Right, so for the helicopters, here's Foxtrot. Going to oil rigs. Nice. Yeah, you're going to have lots of those here, right? Here's gate 25. Bone King, hi. In 2 weeks, you'll be flying with a TAP to Lisbon. Nice. Bone King, fantastic. How early I should arrive at the airport? That's in Frankfurt, I would imagine. It is actually, at the moment at least, I would say being there 2 hours prior to the flight should be enough. It's no guarantee that at that day, obviously, you know, you may have a lot more people traveling, but normally these days, right now, you should be all right with 2 hours.
Nordic 601 requesting push and start.
Nordic 601, push and start approved, QNH 101.
Hey Lewis, Daniel, thank you much for the raid.
Push and start approved, QNH 1016, Nordic 601.
Let's see if we can stop there. Alright. Parking brake is on. We already have 3 minutes for the cool down. APU is available. 2-1. Let the engines spool down. Yeah, this is a freeware version, yeah, from flightsim.to. Right. All those are now in park. Then we go.
Yankee Victor, Flesland Ground Zero. Taxi via Yankee and Echo, stand 27.
Right, let's see. We've got.
Yankee Echo, stand 27, thank you for the
I'm not sure if that's working here, but. Right, we've got the chocks in position. Fantastic. Nice. Hey, Lewis. Yeah, thank you so much again. How was your stream, Lewis? Thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, we just landed in Bergen. Absolutely beautiful area. This is a freeware airport from flightsim.to. Nicely done. And yeah, Norway is always beautiful. What a beautiful surrounding here. Oh, and we had some... Oh, nice. MD-80 as well. GG's. And I would assume the Mad Dog. A cool livery as well. Brilliant. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining the flight. For those that have joined. Hope you enjoyed it. Right, yeah, and we're doing another flight. We're going to the US. We're going to fly from San Diego to Albuquerque. And we're going to use Pilot Edge. Always enjoy that. Right, who else is inbound right now? Let's just check the charts. I think there's one more inbound, correct? That's in map. Let's just check.
And the ground when we made the Yankee Victor request.
Number 8 Yankee Victor, go ahead.
Actually, no, that's no, there's nobody else inbound. That the MD-80 was the last one.
Number 8 Yankee Victor, affirm. Stand 28 is available.
Hey, Phipps pilot, how are you doing? You done some bush flying, nice. Yeah, which country? Seattle. Nice. Seattle, okay. Wow.
Island Ground, good evening, Danish 245. Yankee.
Is Albuquerque your favorite airport?
245, left line ground below. Taxi, Yankee and Foxtrot, stand 24.
Yankee Foxtrot 24, Danish 245.
Nice. My favorite airport? No, it's not Albuquerque. No, I wouldn't say so. But Albuquerque is definitely an interesting airport because of the approaches it offers.
Nordic 601, taxi.
Nordic 601, taxi Delta, give way to the Danish MD-80.
Yeah, so people, exactly.
Yankee, holding point, runway 35.
So Albuquerque is also a high elevation airport as well, right? Not very high, but 5,000 feet. That also poses a nice challenge.
Runway 35, Nordic 601.
Let me just calculate the flight plan while we watch Kitman. And I'm wondering who the pilot is for the MD-80. Oh, beach landing. Nice. Is the Kit Fox the one with the huge kind of wheels?
Nordic 601, hold position.
Nordic 601, holding position.
Alright, got 2 inbounds there. 5-0, good God. Oh, I feel sorry for the Frankfurt fans. Oh no. Oh, they're really getting hammered. Tremonia, if it's the first time, I think you just bought it, Tremonia, correct? If it's the first time, yes, it does take...
601, yeah. Give way to the A320 ahead as well. Taxi Delta Yankee, holding point 35.
Can we wait for A320?
Still the first half.
Yankee, Nordic 601.
Love it, nice, busy. Cool. Flight time, in case you're interested, is 1 hour 30. So San Diego is an airport add-on I bought from Orbix. And New Mexico was Tropical Sim. Albuquerque, yeah. So Latin VFR made the San Diego airport add-on.
601. What intersection would you like for departure?
Nordic 601. Can we take Alpha 8?
Alpha 8 is fine, although tower wants you on Alpha 7.
Roger that, Nordic 601.
Confirm Alpha 7 then, or do you want Alpha 8?
We can take Alpha 7, Nordic 601.
Nordic 61, thank you. Holding point Alpha 7, tower 119, decimal 1.
Alpha 7, contact tower 1, Nordic 61, over.
Nice. Ah, beautiful aircraft.
Danish 2 for Platinum Book. Thank you very much, brother.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yankee Victor on the blog. Thanks for the excuse. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, Lewis, once again, thanks for the raid. Hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, and thanks to the controller here at Bergen Airport. I can really recommend the airport. Absolutely lovely, beautiful flying. And again, I need to see if I can fly here IRL at some point. That would be cool. Alrighty, we're going to restart the stream, so I'm going to end this stream and we'll start a new one so that we have a nice separation between the two. Yeah, we'll do that. So back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, so let me just say as well, thank you for the reminder. So that's from Wombi. So Wombi made the airport add-on. He made also, I think, one for Stavanger. Yeah, it's a big shout out to him as well. Thank you so much. Cool. So Tremonia, it's fine. At flare, do you retard the thrust levers? Normally, yes, OSB, yeah. So there's no need really to slam the thrust levers shut. So normally, it's a more coordinated manner if you do that gradually, yeah. But the important thing is that you get them to the idle position, so you feel that backstop. You can stay on Twitch, it's fine. So I stream on YouTube and Twitch, so whatever you prefer, what platform, feel free to use that one. Alright, thank you much for watching, and thanks again for all the amazing support. Thank you, everyone, especially for the gifted supporters here as well. Thank you so much, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned.